y'all be so quick to comment something about somebody's hair, about somebody's makeup. Trust the process, babe. Trust the process.
Life's better said. Got to break this pattern, floating away.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Lamarinicole back with another video. Y'all, when I tell you it feels so weird talking to the camera, I have not done a YouTube video in months. So I figured the best video to do would be like a chit chat wig install video, because I'm actually about to install this burgundy reddish wig or whatever. I'm about to reinstall it. I already have like my gel braids, so I don't have to worry about doing that. And I'm gonna do like this cute style. I'm gonna put the style somewhere around the screen. That is what I'm going for, so hopefully I'll be able to achieve it. If you guys are not already subscribed, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I know I did gain a lot of new subscribers, so hello to all the new people. Make sure that you like and comment on this video, and like and comment, and go check out my shorts as well, because like I said, I do post a lot of shorts. Without further ado, let's get into this wig install. First, I'm going to start off with this She Is Bomb edge control. Now, I switch my edge controls all the time. I never just use the same one, but I will say that so far I really like this one. I remember when this one was like trending all over Instagram, all the natural hair girlies were saying that the She Is Bomb edge control was really good. So I knew that was about to break. I mean, it works pretty good, honestly, but my holy grail is probably the Style Factor, not the regular one, the thick coarse one. The crazy thing is, honestly, at first it was not working for my hair. Every time I used that one compared to the original one, that one I felt like it worked better for my hair than that one. But over time, I don't know, it's almost like my hair just changed and it adapted to the other one. I don't do the wig cap method. I honestly think it's pointless. I think it's stupid. I think it's just a waste of time. So I wear my wig cap just like this. I go in with obviously foundation and stuff, but I don't feel the need to have to sit there, use got to be, spray it down, all this, that, there, and the third, because my forehead is really big, obviously, as you guys can see. So trying to do all that extra stuff is just super unnecessary. Like, I'm gonna put the wig on my forehead anyway. It's not gonna touch my edges. I always put my wig like all the way down here. There's no reason for me to have to do all the extra stuff. If you like doing the extra stuff, by all means, girl, do your thing. I don't need to do all that. I'm gonna keep it super simple. Y'all have no idea how upset I am. Why did I do all of that talking? I literally showed myself putting on the glue. I showed myself tinting my wig cap and everything. And I went on this whole long rant about how I got into this accident with my car and how I just had these life-changing experiences, and it wasn't even recording. It wasn't recording. So I'm not gonna go on this whole spill again. Maybe this guy's trying to say I don't need to put that in the video. I basically had a life-changing experience. I ended up getting into a car accident and then having to get a new car. I feel like this is God just trying to give me a blessing in disguise and realizing that this is a new chapter in my life. I need to start being more of a big girl, start doing more adult things, making big girl purchases, making big girl moves, making big girl money come 2025. I definitely feel like this is just a change that needed to happen. So I went in and I tinted my wig cap with my Fenty Beauty foundation. I just like using a foundation because it's the same color as my skin. This is my shade. So you can go in with that LA Girl Ruby Kisses, whatever, cream foundation. You can use that as well. I use the colors 11 and 12. Just kind of mix them together. I'm also using the Dola Hair Lace Glue. This stuff works so well. Honestly speaking, I don't know how well it's going to work. I feel like this is going to be a good tester because, like I said, I've been working out a whole lot more. So I've never really had my wigs on with me working out super consistently. So I don't really know how this is going to hold on my hair. So we're gonna see. I'm trying to get this wig to last through next weekend. And if you do not know what next weekend is, it's Valentine's Day weekend. And obviously I want my hair to be done. I'm just hoping that I can get the wig to last. I'm doing 3 layers of glue. I'm also gonna go in with this foundation. I'm gonna tint the lace on the actual wig, which I went ahead and flat ironed her back just so that when I apply her to my wig cap area, she'll be flat and she's not gonna have all those flyaway hairs. I hate putting on a wig and then it has all those little flyaway hairs in it. It's one of my pet peeves. So all right, y'all, so at this point I went ahead and tinted everything. Now the glue is like perfectly ready, so I really need to hurry up. But I just put the wig on. I just make sure everything lines up evenly how it's supposed to. I want the wig to kind of last. I'm gonna go in with these little adhesive strips. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pull her down. Sorry y'all, when I start doing my hair, I be forgetting that I'm recording, and I kind of just, that's why I like doing these on Instagram, because I don't have to talk while I'm doing this and you guys can kind of just watch. But yeah, so I do that to just ensure that the lace like seamlessly goes into the glue. And I can see that I didn't pull it down all the way, because sometimes I'll put the glue too far. When I'm putting the wig on my head, I will then realize like, oh, I don't need to put it that far because my edges are gonna be too close to my eyebrows. So I can kind of like gauge it when I actually put the wig on the glue. And that's why sometimes like I'll mess up. I'm trying to get better at like my wig placement, because I'm pretty good at installing wigs and I can style them pretty well too. Basic stuff. I don't ever do anything that's super like bold or crazy. I haven't got to that level yet. For the most part, I'm just struggling with like the placement of the wig because my forehead is big. So I try to put it down a little bit further than where my actual like hairline starts, because my hairline starts like all the way down here or all the way up here. I'll pull the wig down to my ideal spot to where my forehead should be, if that makes sense, which I still have a lot of forehead out anyway. So it's just kind of like, at this point, you just got to kind of get what you can get. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to put my band on. I'm just trying to make sure there's no extra hairs and stuff in the actual glue, so that when I do band it down, and I'm going to leave the band on for like at least a good 20 minutes, just so that it can really like set for real. But I'm just going in and making sure that there's no like excess hair and like the glue and stuff. I'm gonna end up putting the band on and we're gonna just let it sit. Only problem that I feel like I'm having is I don't think I put it all the way on top of that piece of elastic or whatever these little things were. I don't know, we'll see. I always fix it at the end, so we're gonna just see what we're working with once I take this band off. All right, y'all, so while I let this band sit, I figured that this would be a great time to really dive right in and just kind of talk a little bit. If you guys do not remember, TikTok was literally banned a couple weeks ago. I don't think I ever talked about this, but yeah, y'all, TikTok was banned. I felt stress, but not like a crazy amount of stress, because I really just felt on TikTok, they never pushed my content and stuff out. So a part of me was feeling maybe this is really my year, just because of the simple fact of Instagram has definitely been doing a whole lot better for me. And I feel like people are going to start shifting over from TikTok just because the platform is not as reliable as it used to be. But I don't know. That's honestly super crazy. And I don't want to be like no political person and stuff like that. And I'm going to really try not to get into it too much. But I have my feelings on the people that are now in charge of the country. I have my own fair opinions on that, and I don't really want to get into that right now, because then I'm going to have a heated conversation with y'all, and we're supposed to be, you know, like chit-chatting, like this is supposed to be like we're on FaceTime type vibe. So I'm not trying to ruin it, but the fact that they have so much control that they were actually able to get rid of an app that allowed us to communicate with people from all around the world, which I think is a beautiful thing. I feel like we should be able to talk to people around the world, learn about different cultures, interact with different people, hear other people's opinions about things. Like, we're all supposed to be united together, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously everyone doesn't live in the United States of America, but you know, we're all supposed to be united as people, like in general. So that's how God made us. We're all brothers and sisters. So I just feel like there shouldn't be an issue with us, you know, having that bond with other people and being able to talk to other people and stuff like that. Not to mention so many people that are making so much money off of just TikTok alone. And I feel like that's scary to people because they don't realize that we're shifting into an era of technology. I hate to be this guy, but 9-to-5 jobs, definitely get your degree. I have my bachelor's. I want to try to go get my master's. So I already have a plan. It's definitely important to have a degree because that also shows me how quickly social media can go away as well. So if their plan works to get people back into the corporate office, you need to make sure that you have your degree. That's the first thing. But back in the point that I was getting across to, so many people were making so much money off of TikTok, and I just feel like it's crazy that you would take somebody's way of income just because of your own personal insecurities. I just feel like that's crazy. And the fact that there are people who actually gave these men this much power over everybody, especially women, is just crazy to me. The amount of respect that so many people have lost from me, I literally feel like I'm walking on eggshells every time I go somewhere because I just feel like I cannot trust anybody. And that honestly sucks to say because, like I just said, we're supposed to be united together. So the fact that I feel uncomfortable when I'm around certain people because of all this stuff, it kind of sucks if I'm being honest. But I don't want to make this like no long political chat or talk. But I definitely wanted to just point that out because I don't know. I just feel like that's honestly crazy. And I have definitely unfollowed some people who were supporting the Lorax. And if you were supporting the Lorax, do not talk to me. I have nothing else to say to you because not only did you vote against the people, you voted against Black people, you voted against LGBTQ plus community, you voted against women, you voted against everybody. So I have no respect for someone who could actually do that just because you're racist. I don't know. So it's been about 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead, take this wig band off and just see what we're working with. I have been so consistent with filming and then sending to my iPad. I don't know if you guys remember that from my other videos, if I ever talked about it. But something that has been so hard for me is when I'm editing, trying to get the footage from my phone to my iPad because I edit all of my YouTube videos on my iPad because I have more space. So trying to airdrop stuff from my phone to my iPad, I don't know why I have such a big issue when it comes to doing that, but I do. But when I airdrop it immediately after I film it and send it, it sends. I feel like it's something with the cloud downloading it that becomes an issue, but I've been super good with like sending it, so I shouldn't have any problems when it comes to editing this video. I'm hoping that it's flat. Okay. Let me see. Because honestly speaking, if she's not out too much, I really could just finagle with it. I'm also going to go in with a little bit of alcohol too. Get rid of the excess residue of sticky stuff. Obviously trying not to touch those little band things because I just feel like if I touch them and pull them up, it's going to cause a problem. So I'm going to do my best to avoid that as a whole. Some cleaning up, and then we're going to put on the melting spray and let that sit down for another I'm gonna let that sit for like 10 minutes. The key with wig installs is honestly just mapping out everything and making sure that everything's gonna blend down seamlessly. Just like, it takes practice. People always be asking me how I do my wigs, and it honestly just takes practice. It takes time. My wigs used to look terrible. Like back in the day, I'll look at some of my pictures and be like, why would people let me weave like this? I don't know. It just never looked how it should actually look. Never used to blend. Like over time, I learned different techniques and stuff. Like my college roommate, shout out to Crystalline, she put me on to using melting spray. Believe it or not, for the longest time, I was not using melting spray. As soon as I started using melting spray, my installs became flawless. I was like, wow. It was never that I didn't know how to put on a wig. I just didn't know how to melt the wig. There's a difference. You can put on a wig all day, but if you don't know how to melt that hoe, it ain't gonna look right. It's not gonna look right at all. Definitely this technique here, using the comb to blend the lace into the glue, is key. That honestly changed the game for me because if you think about it, fingers have oil on them. So trying to do this right here and all that is gonna just cause it to lift. It's not gonna be seamless, which is what you want. So no oil, the less oil the better, which is also why when I honestly should have went in with alcohol over this area before I put the glue down, because y'all seen I put all that moisturizer on and I definitely forgot to take off that extra moisturizer with some alcohol, but it is what it is. Those band things should definitely help this stay on a whole lot longer. So I'm now gonna go in with some melting spray. Now I alternate between these two depending on my mood. Don't mind my nail, it fell off. I think I'm gonna go with this one because this little bottle thing, like the nozzle, it be acting really funny. So I'm just gonna go in with this one. And I'm just gonna spray and like slide it around. Just like really melt her into the skin. Let that dry a little, and then I go in with my silk scarf. I don't really try to use the elastic band too much at this point, because I find that using the elastic actually causes your installs to lift a lot quicker. So definitely invest in getting you like a silk band. I got this one from Ashley Mary Hair when they had sent me a birthday wig. Now I think I'm gonna actually give myself a cut because I just feel it needs to be a little more blunt at the ends. I feel like it can be a little thicker. I feel like it starts to look straggly when you get towards the bottom, and we don't like straggly. About like what, 2 inches? This looks like thicker. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and start prioritizing styling the wig. But I'm gonna go ahead and take this off for a second. I think it's been about like 10 minutes because I wanna do my edges first. I tend to do my edges first just because I like to see where they're gonna sit before I part my hair, flat iron it, style it, all this other stuff. It's important to see how your edges are gonna look before you do anything. Use my edge stick, wax stick. I'm gonna just define this part a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in and swoop out where my edges are gonna be and just go ahead and take those pieces out. This is like a super important step. You want to tint your lace with a powder. I go in with the Juvia's Place bronzer. This one, my sister put me on. This stuff is the best thing as a powder to go over and tint your lace with, like for that last little tintage. As you can see, I haven't even used this yet. I just bought me one because I've been using hers for like the longest. This stuff. And then there's this little small brush that I really like to use. I'm gonna go get it, but I use that. I use the dark shade. I literally just tap it on there. I kid you not, it makes the lace look like it's coming out of your skin. I cannot make this up. And remember, always trust the process. Y'all be so quick to comment something about somebody's hair, about somebody's makeup. Trust the process, babe. Trust the process. Let's see here. Which honestly, my edges should be for the most part already out. The ones that I did have, as you can see, those ones down there. I like my edges to be like thick and full and like fluffy, but I don't like them to be too thick to where it looks like, you know, like blocks on my head, because that's not cute. Oh, so one thing that I wanted to talk about, since this is still a chit chat, get ready with me, I want to talk about my birthday. So my birthday is coming up April 29th. So I went ahead, me and my sister went to the place and we're getting our passports. I wanted to go on a trip to like the DR, but yeah, I'm gonna pull it to the side because I see people doing this and I feel like this could be also why my stuff never looks right. I'm gonna go in from the side like this. It's supposed to. Honestly, I think it did. Cause I'm feeling like when I swoop this hoe, it's gonna really swoop and it's gonna do like that slanted thing that people be doing. I wanted to go to the DR for my birthday, but I don't think that trip is gonna work out. So I was also thinking about maybe just staying in the States, because even though I know everyone wants to leave, and obviously I have just had like this dream, because if you guys did not know, I have not been on a plane in like a really long time. The last time I went on a plane, I was like a child and I don't really remember that experience. All right, y'all, so when I do my edges, I always make sure to use a foam and my got to be gel. That is how I do everything. Every single wig that I do, that is how I do my edges. So now I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna curl them I'm gonna curl them down. Look a certain way. And yes, I'm gonna go in and do my side ones. So now I'm gonna go in and do a mixture of the foam with Got2b glue. And clearly I use this every time because it's basically gone. And I'm gonna just mix the two together so it becomes like a paste. So I typically like more Got2b just because it holds better, but the foam just kind of gives it lighter hold. So like it still holds, but it's not cracking and stuff, if that makes sense. This whole time I was supposed to do it at an angle. Who would have knew? This is because usually this is how my edges will look, but it takes me a while to get them like this. I have to do a lot of like extra cutting and stuff just to get them to lay like this. So I definitely just learned a new technique, and I just taught y'all to hold the edges at a slight angle and then cut. Y'all, the things that you learn on TikTok. I just randomly remembered a video that I seen where the girl had said to do, or had saw the girl do that. And lo and behold, that's what everybody be doing, but don't show you that part. This is why I said it didn't really matter, and I didn't want to like mess up the lace. Could you see how these edges literally just covered up that whole part with that glue on it, or with that like sticky thing? That's why I just didn't even risk messing it up. So the lace is laid down so well. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it.
All right, y'all. So we're about to go ahead and start styling the hair. So I went ahead, as you can see, I tinted, I did the edges on it, I flat ironed her, so she's all prepped and ready for the style. So I have the style that I'm trying to do half up, half down, but with the middle part. So she has all of this back, and it's just going straight back. Now, I don't know what it looks like in the back of her head because it just shows the front, but it's literally just like a simple straight back. So I'm gonna just like slick the hair completely back. I just wanted to see how much I wanted to take up. So when you're doing the fluff, kind of just comb out just like the bottom part. You don't want to comb it out too much because you still want it to have like that shape and that molding. So I'm kind of just combing out the bottom part. I'm gonna comb it out so that it doesn't look like it's glued on your head. Now I'm trying to decide what I want to do for the ponytail. All right, you guys, so I had a brief little intermission where I wasn't really saying anything too much, but I wanted to actually took me a nap. So I am now going to try to unveil the hair, and I went ahead and put the curlers in, as you guys seen. So hopefully everything looks the way it's supposed to look. If it's not super, super curly, I'm not going to be upset because I don't want them to be super curly. I kind of just want like a nice wave moment in a way. So let's see what it's giving. I have the hot comb on and stuff just in case it like looks terrible and I'm gonna have to like immediately fix it. Immediately.
Unless the hat is returned to its owner immediately.
Immediately?
Immediately.
honestly, I feel like the hair came out very cute. Absolutely love how this turned out. I feel like it looks super sleek and like nice and feminine and cute and classy. But honestly, at this point, I struggle with talking. Unless I have something to talk about, I'm not gonna just sit here and just like talk, if that makes sense. So I feel like the first half of this was very much chit chat and the rest of it was very much just watch me do my hair. I just wanted to really just update you guys and give you guys a glimpse as to what's been going on with me. Because obviously I have not made a long form video like this in a really long time. So I wanted to just at least get on here and talk to you guys for a little bit. And the main thing was definitely doing my hair. So I don't necessarily have to show you guys my makeup. But this was the finished product for the hair. I really hope that you guys liked it and try it out for yourself. Give you like a nice, simple, sleek hairstyle to do on a wig. So, and I've actually never done a hairstyle like this before, because usually when I do my half up, half downs, I like to have the style where you'll do like the half. I have to put a picture where you do like the half pieces and then the clip in the back. That's usually how I do my half up, half down. So this definitely was a different look for me, but I actually think I really like it. So I hope you guys like this video. Want more videos like this from me, please make sure that you subscribe, like the video as well. It really does help out the channel. And make sure that you comment video ideas or just your overall thoughts on this video, or if you tried the hairstyle. I will see you guys in the next video. Yeah.